I'm like, yes, I'm wearing the same dress from yesterday because I don't have no clothes. All right. So he's over there taking down the TV. Let me see if I can go find some better lighting. We're
It should
in.
be better lighting right there, right? No.
I'm gonna go grab a light, see if it works. I know the kids dropped it the other day. So let me see. I'll be right back. There's somebody in the chat. Hi guys. Say hi.
Hi.
Bonjour. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to finish up the last. We had to drive back to our house and
Just took off the TV mount.
mm-hmm.
It's been there forever. Hey guys, what's up? Anybody in here? All right. So we're just we just came back to our house. We thought that we would have been finished already, but today is Monday. We thought we were gonna be finished last Friday, but unfortunately, we're not. So here we are. We are in our last room, and what we're doing is we are
Gonna paint.
we're gonna paint.
But we still have like a bed in here. And we still haven't packed everything yet. Let's see. So it's been rough. Let's see here. Let there be light. Yay.
Okay, that's cool.
Right? That's better. But do you want to take some time to talk for an hour or what?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
Oh,
Eat. Wait.
I'm gonna break it. Ooh, boy.
Mm.
Ooh. Okay, there's two people here. Hey guys. Say hello to me. So we are actually we went back home and we are working on still packing. Like we still have to pack. And we didn't make our hit time, but we have like a couple days to kind of see where we're at. You know, I might just go back down to the desert while he comes up here and finishes some things out. But yeah, it's hard to move. Yeah, we've lived in this house since 2009. So I'm not real good at math, but it's probably been like what 13 years that we've lived here.
I think so.
Yeah. And some things have been lost. Like we lost a Apple AirPod, and we found it today after all these years. So that was cool. I'm still looking for my daughter's retainer. She lost her retainer last week, and we haven't been able to find it. But I did find Link Awakening. I had thought this whole time that I lent it to someone, but turns out it was under my sofa the whole time. Yeah. So.
All right. That's
What?
as good as it gets.
Is that good? Okay. So, yeah, we are probably this is gonna be the last night we sleep in our house, and we're planning on. I think we're gonna dump this bed. I don't know. And I have to turn off the trash after tomorrow, so that way I'm not paying for another month when there's no trash here. And I don't know about the water and stuff, but yeah, we're getting ready to leave. It's exciting. We're ready to go to the Philippines, and it's a lot of work trying to get to that point. And we're hoteling it up, and I mean, but we even had some issues with the hotel already. So I did take some notes because I wanted to tell you guys about our hotel situation. So we are staying at a place where ideally it should be like real relaxing. But when we woke up this morning, we want to go to the pool, and the pool was being drained. So that was like a big shock. And we talked to the front desk, and they said that we could go to a hotel like a half a mile up the street. And so we went to that other hotel, we dipped our feet in the pool, and we're kind of contemplating on whether we need to go to a new hotel, because like the whole reason why we're at a hotel is so that we can have, those amenities like a pool, especially when we're in the desert. It's hot and you do need to be able to go for a swim. Plus, the kids have a lot of fun in the pool. So, but I talked to the front desk people, and they said that they are gonna try and have the pool fixed by tomorrow. So, crossing our fingers that they fix the pool, you know. And then I've stayed at these kinds of hotels before, and usually the breakfast is, pretty good. But this time around, the breakfast was kind of like mediocre. And I'm not one to complain because food is food. Um, I was able to feed my family, but I feel like had I um, maybe paid for like $20 more a night somewhere else, like that, it would have like I would have been more satisfied with the food situation.
All right. I want you to tell him, like, I was listening to your explanation.
Yeah.
So every time we go down south and visit family, we always go to a specific hotel, right? So
Mhm.
in that city, unfortunately, the amount of days that we needed was not available for that hotel. So we liked it so much because of the amenities that they have, the service, the closeness to a restaurant,
The layout.
the people, and then also the amenities, the pool, also the breakfast was great.
Mhm.
But because they were packed, we decided to go to another city that has the same hotel. We were
Right.
yeah, right, because
Just because it's the same
right, it's
name,
the same
turns
name.
out doesn't mean it's the same
No.
quality.
So that's what we're finding out now. And I'll tell you, Motel 6 is good. You know what I mean? It's good for the money. But we didn't stay at a Motel 6, right? We stayed at a higher end hotel. And we're not going to say anything bad, but unfortunately, it is what it is.
He feels like he's at a
Like,
high-end Motel 6.
yeah, no, I feel like I'm at a Motel 6, honestly.
Yeah.
If I wanted to stay at a Motel 6, we could have stayed at a Motel 6 and gotten an even bigger deal out of it, right? It would have been a lot cheaper. It would have been like
Right.
less than $100 a day. Unfortunately, we paid
Mhm.
more than $100 a day, and we are stuck with the Motel 6 experience.
Well,
But I have
yeah.
my reasons, right? So I
Yeah.
have my reasons. So my first red flag was we got there. You guys saw our live last night. We got there late last night, like around midnight, like 11:30. We got to the hotel, and we
Mhm.
did a live, and you guys saw the background. So first thing, as soon as you get off the elevator, there's no markings. Usually, right, at this specific brand of hotel, when you get off the elevator or in a hallway somewhere where it's high foot traffic, there's usually a sign on the wall that says, all right, 100 or 200 or 305 goes this way, and 300 and
Whatever goes the other way.
93
Yeah.
goes this way,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
that way you know where you're going.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, they didn't have that. So we walked to 393 direction and then figure out like, oh, it's going down. And then we had to turn back around and go this way. Mind you, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. But this was midnight. Okay.
You
So
would
we're
have
like,
liked some direction.
okay, midnight. All right, that's one. Number two, during the live, I was sneezing. I was like, what is going on?
Mhm. And I was like, well, this is a newer hotel. But when we were inside, it was like
It's
we were
not.
sneezing.
Yeah.
And I had chosen to be on the first floor. And when we got there, our room was not available.
Yeah. So they gave it to somebody else.
It was just weird.
Which is kind of weird because we were probably
Well, no, they said that they had to do carpet cleaning. So that's why we couldn't be in our room. That's what she said. The
Right,
carpet's being cleaned.
But the problem is the hotel wasn't that clean.
No, it
was
wasn't.
dirty. It was dirty. I was sneezing.
Yeah.
And if you look back at the live, I was like, why am I sneezing? I had to take an allergy pill last night during the live. So
Mhm.
that's number 2. That's flag number 2.
Mhm.
Flag number 3, right? So Dee's a foodie. I don't know if you
I
guys have
am.
noticed
I
that
am a
a
foodie.
lot of her little videos are all about food and the
Yes, I love
quality, right?
food.
And the reason why we keep going back to this brand of hotel was
Mhm.
because of the food, right? That Dee likes. She liked the overall breakfast.
The
She liked the
breakfast was always
experience. It
good.
was always been good. Well, guess what? She woke up this morning and she kind of like, okay, I have to be there at this time, this time, this time.
Mhm.
And breakfast wasn't that great.
No,
No,
it
no,
was just
no.
like it was mediocre
Very.
at best.
Yes, at best. So that's flag number 3. Okay. So when it was finally time, because our kids were like, "Hey, can we go check out the pool? Can I check out the pool?"
I was
Right.
devastated
So we
that the
went to the
pool.
pool, right? Because it was like when you go into the hotel's website, it says
A pool is
a pool
there.
is
Yeah.
there and available. Okay, well, guess what? The pool
Was
was
being drained.
no, it was drained already.
Yeah.
And the excuse was that, oh, there was something was happening with the wire in the pool,
Electrical. or something.
electrical, something with the light, blah blah blah. Okay, all right. So that's number 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's number
Yeah.
4. Okay. So number 5. This one, so the pool is for the kids. Number 5 for me was like, I like to go to the gym.
Mhm.
Well, for this type of brand, that gym was like, it wasn't. I was surprised. I was like, what in the what kind of gym is this?
Minimalist.
It was a very minimal, to a point that my son, right, who's 7 years old, was like, "Oh, this is not that big." I was like, "You're right." For a 7-year-old to complain, right, and say, "Oh, well, this hotel doesn't have a lot. It's not that big." I think they had like one treadmill, one electrical machine, and then a few free weights and a ball. Like that's it.
Mhm.
So very disappointing. What else? What else is a red light for it? Oh, and then last night, right? They knew that there was 4 of us, but they had to request for
An extra blanket.
extra
And they were like, well,
blanket.
there's an extra blanket in the closet. I was like, yeah, I got 2 kids. Like, they're not sharing a blanket.
Yes. So what we like to do is like lay a sheet blanket, and then the kids lay on the blanket and the sheet. Right?
They have their own blankets.
Because they have their own blankets.
Hi, Fresh.
Hey,
Yay,
Fresh!
you made it to the
Yay.
live.
Woo,
Thank
woo,
you for
woo.
stopping in.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're complaining about our hotel
Our
situation.
hotel situation is
You
just
know, like, and
horrible.
I don't want to be a complainer. You know, like I've slept in way worse situations, like way worse. But at the same time, it's like this is my home for the transition. And you know what we ended up doing? We ended up trying to call same company, just different city. And I was like, let's just pay the extra $20 a night to like get the better food. We know the hotel we want to stay in, but they weren't in the same company. Like we were trying to call this other hotel and their phone lines were down. And I was like, I'm not risking applying for it online and then we show up there and their pool's down too. Cause like that's not. So I think the fix is we're just gonna go to that other hotel, which is like half a mile away, and swim in their pool because they've given us permission to. So, you know, how are you gonna go to a pool? Like, how are you gonna go to a hotel and not be able to experience the pool? When I feel like that's part of the reasons why people like go to a hotel other than to like sleep or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
to experience the amenities.
Yes. So where was I at?
We were talking about the gym
No,
and
no,
how
no.
tiny
Okay,
it
so the
was.
gym,
Oh,
the
all
pool,
your
the
red flags
blankets,
about
right?
the place.
So the red flags about the place. So we're already at 5, right? The blanket was the 6th one,
Yeah.
right? So the blanket was the 6th one. So usually when you call down to this brand of hotel, they'd be like, "Hey, you know what? We'll send someone over. We'll bring it up right away." Right?
Yeah.
They had to go back downstairs and pick up the blanket.
I did.
Yeah.
It was like
And I'm
we were
like,
freezing.
oh wait, hold on. Like, and
They
not
said
just
they said they
that,
didn't have any staff to bring it
right?
up. That's what she said.
Not just that, right? It's like, okay, if a customer requests for an additional towel, are you really gonna tell them that, oh, there's already towels in your room? Yes, there's already towels in the room, but it's obvious that I'm requesting for another one. Like, like I'm asking for another one because I need it. Do I need to give you a reason why I need another towel, right?
Like,
But
yeah,
in this case, it's a blanket.
yeah.
Granted, okay, sounds good.
I'm
Uh,
like, I got 2 kids. We
right,
need 2
we need two
blankets.
blankets,
Okay.
all that good
Yeah.
stuff. So it's just like one thing after another after
It's
another.
kind of like, and then we still have to, like, we had to drive back here
Hmm.
to finish up because we left with a lot still undone.
Hmm.
Like, because we had already planned with our friends that we were going to meet this last week, well, this weekend that we just had.
Hmm.
And so we had to drop everything and just head that way. And then we were like, okay, well, we'll have to pick this all back up before we leave.
Right.
And like, we, in a few days, we have a plane ride for a family member. We got to take them to the airport. And then like, we're right there right after them. So it's just like bam, bam, bam. It's all coming very quickly,
Right.
like very quickly.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? We went downstairs and be like, hey, what's up with the pool? When is it gonna get fixed? And the manager was like, it should be fixed tomorrow.
Should be.
Should be fixed tomorrow. Okay, all right, sounds good. Is there, and then we called corporate, and corporate was like, oh, well, not corporate, management. And management was
Uh-huh.
like, oh, that other hotel is not really a part of us.
Right, right.
Like,
Like, I guess like different hotels have like, sister hotels, or, somebody owns all those hotels in the area so they can like go from location to location and kind of like, swap out rooms or whatever, help your clients out. But
mhm.
as it stands, we're not making any big moves. We're just kind of like dealing with it.
Yeah,
And
well, until I get back, because I've been really thinking about it, and I'm like, well, there's flag one, flag two, flag three, flag four, flag five, right? There is like, why am I paying this much for a hassle, right? And the thing is, we're not here,
yeah, we're not
so
even staying there,
we're not staying there. And I told my
but it
mom, I was
has all
like,
our stuff.
I told my mom, and I was like, hey, can you stay there with the kids? They'd be more comfortable,
Hmm.
so that way you can go enjoy the amenities that are
Yeah,
there.
the non-existent pool.
Okay, non-existent pool. Okay, so all right, I think that at this point I can say that my first complaint was what, the sign
I don't know.
outside the elevator, sign
Oh
outside the
yeah, yeah,
elevator.
not
Okay,
not
complaint
being
number
able, we
one,
don't
not
know where
being,
we're
we
going.
don't know where we're going, right, left and right. It should point. Okay, number one. Number two was that I was sneezing. Obviously, they didn't clean the room properly because I had allergies. So no, that's number two. Number three was what?
The
Uh,
food.
the food for breakfast. Number four was that we requested for an additional blanket, and they gave us lip service instead of
Yeah.
like really, okay, we'll accommodate you. Number five, the gym didn't have all the equipment, right? Number six, the pool. Okay. And then, so I think that out of all of those things, I can say, you know what, I can live with it. This is fine. But there's one more. And
What's the last one? What's the
this,
big?
for me, this is the biggest one,
What is
right?
it?
Because we are currently, even though we've resigned, one part of our occupation,
Oh, yeah.
one part of our occupation is to do audits online for other people's notes. And so here we are, right, as we should be doing every day, checking on there and logging in and,
Working still.
working and signing. Well, unfortunately, right, unfortunately, this hotel was their Wi-Fi was not that great at all.
No, I
It
had
wasn't.
to tap into my hotspot on my phone
Right.
to do my work.
Yes.
So we couldn't even use the internet at this hotel.
So I tested the Wi-Fi, and download speed was like six. It was fluctuating between 6 and 8 megabytes. Um, that's the download speed. Okay, that's the download speed.
Most people have
All
like
right.
over 100,
Over, yeah, over
like
150,
300.
300,
Yeah,
400, right? In this day and age, we should be like at a hotel like that, it should be higher.
way
And
higher.
then the
Yeah.
download speed, okay, the download speed was at about 10 megabytes per second. Like,
Mm.
I've never seen it where the download speed was slower than the upload speed. But hey, anyways, I think that's more than enough for me to
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
I think as soon as we get back from our this trip, we're gonna move to another facility.
yeah. We need to
We
go
need
find
to
a
go
new
find a
place to
new
live.
place to live because
Yeah.
I'm just not happy with it.
Hmm.
And even if I wanted to, because people were accommodating, I can't because of work. Right, I have to log
Right,
in,
right.
finish up progress notes, catch up on reading a few things online and setting things up. I can't do that in this hotel.
Hmm.
And we haven't mentioned it because this is us and this is our experience. We don't want to put down hotels like
But I
that.
will tell you that this is the kind of thing that's gonna make us have to move
Hmm.
in the future. Like in Philippines, if we get to Philippines and the internet is not where it needs to be, like how are we supposed to work, or yeah, or even like upload or anything, and like it would cause us to have to move. So there's a bunch of different things going on, and it's been wild so far. The other crazy thing, and I feel like I'm like being like some negative Nancy all day long, but the other thing is like, so we started to do this drive down here, and the drive is usually 4 hours, and that's with like no traffic. Well, we started driving at 3 o'clock, and we didn't get home until like 10:30 because the five was closed. I guess there was like a car wreck or something, and then like a fire, and so we weren't even able to go our regular route. We had to go like the long way home, and yeah, it was just like extra time. By the time we got over here, everything was kind of closed, and we're just like, okay, well, I think we're gonna stay up and keep working. So that's what we're here to do. As much as I wanted to like go right to sleep or something, or we've got work to do. We need to stay up and just like work on it and get this house finished. We got to move out. So we have two vehicles here. We've got the truck and the SUV, and I think we're gonna pack the SUV as much as we can with all our crap. And then the truck, we're gonna put boxes on the back of the truck, take our dining table still, and then everything else is just gonna have to go out to the street. And I think I'm gonna call the trash people because I know they'll come out and pick up items that are left on the street, like up to like 9 items or something. So we're gonna have to do something like that and consolidate. And tomorrow is trash day, so it works out perfectly for us. But Fresh says he can't wait to see us in the Philippines and our adventures, and that he's behind us, and so happy for you. Hang in there. You're almost to the Philippines. Yay. Yeah, it's true. We're almost there.
Almost.
We're almost there.
Almost there.
It kind of feels unreal at the same time. Hi, breakdancer Kiyoshi. Thanks for dropping in. How are things out where you are? You're in Seattle, right? I just saw this. You guys up so late. You're up late too. Yeah, we're trying to get done with everything. We're back at our house, and the kids are with grandma, and we're just trying to finish up. Yeah, it's just been insane trying to move. It's a lot of work, and I don't know that I ever want to collect this much stuff again. Like, we've downsized. We've gone from we've downsized to a 20-foot container. All our stuff fits in a 20-foot container. And we sent balikbayan boxes. Our first load of balikbayan was 5 boxes because we didn't know anything about sending balikbayan boxes. And we did it with like a local store in the area. Then the next time we went and we did balikbayan, it was 36 boxes. We sent it with a company that does shipping, and we went like straight to the warehouse. And then they gave us 15 boxes, and we filled those 15 boxes up, and we sent those boxes on Friday. And we do have some Apple Air tags in them, so we're checking periodically to see if it shows up anywhere, like where our boxes are. And the last time it pinged in the inside of the warehouse. So we haven't had any like new pings. So we're not really sure where our stuff is, if there's like an iPhone nearby sending a signal or what. So
But yeah, but the thing is, the guy said that they're already in the container and they're already gone. Our first 2 shipments were already gone.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, so
That's
we
cool.
can actually track them. So the place that we went with, right? It's such a nice thing because they put a tracking number for each one of our boxes,
Right.
and we can actually track it in their system where
Okay.
it's at exactly. Unfortunately, we haven't done that. When we have time, maybe
Mhm.
sometime this week or this weekend, we will show you guys where our stuff is at, and that process and the progress.
Yeah,
Of where it's
we
at.
still have so much to do, and
Mhm.
I feel like I'm just gonna get on the plane and I finally have like a relief.
Yes.
And whatever got done, and whatever didn't get done, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it didn't
I
get
don't
done.
know.
I'll tell you, I am worried though. I am worried because somebody told me that there's a bagyo right now in Philippines. I think the monsoon is called, or the storm is called Igay or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
so
been
I am
going
kind of worried
on.
about it. I don't really know the seasonal pattern in Philippines yet, but it seems to me that there is a storm in the area, and
They
people are
said you
having a hard
need
time.
braids, babe. They said you need braids.
What's that?
They said break dancer says you need braids.
I do, man. Like, maybe some dreads or
I
something
actually
that.
like his hair. I feel like it's
Yeah.
anime. Like he's got
Yeah.
anime hair. I love
So,
it.
yeah.
It's super cute.
hmm A lot of people have been making fun of me. They're like, "Oh man, you look like that guy from Mulan."
He's a
Yeah.
warrior. He's
Yeah,
a warrior.
yeah, not the warrior one.
Oh, which
the,
one?
the guy from Mulan, like the annoying dude.
The dude who those guys who like want to go to war for the chicks.
No, not those guys.
Oh.
No. Like not the prime minister, but the leader that was there with the captain or whatever, the new trained warrior. Like
Oh, I see. Yeah.
you know that guy, that annoying guy that was put in charge of the second army.
Oh, yeah. I think I need to watch Mulan again.
Yeah. But yes, the annoying guy that was like, you know.
So Breakdancer wants to know if we're watching Barbie.
We haven't watched a movie in a while. We have not gone to the movie theaters in a long time.
I mean, I would probably go watch
Mhm.
it just to see it. But no, I've been too busy.
No, honestly, we've been too busy. I think that a lot of the movies we're just waiting for them to get out of the theaters.
I love streaming.
Yeah, streaming movies is great. I think being out in public is awesome, but at the same time, we no longer like that. We used to go out to movies all the time, right? Before COVID.
It's just a lot of work.
Yeah, before COVID and the pandemic happened, but then unfortunately, there hasn't been any good movies that have come out.
Mhm.
None.
Although
None.
I hear Barbie's actually a pretty good movie.
I also that Sound of Freedom movie is also a pretty good
I've
movie.
heard there's some good movies
There's
out
some
there.
good movies out there. Unfortunately, I
But
don't think.
you know what's
I have
great?
time.
I love opening up popcorn, some wine here in my house, and
Yes,
streaming
yes,
and like
yes.
being comfortable in my own bed,
Yes.
falling asleep, and not having to like drive home after
Mm-hmm.
a movie or pay crazy prices. It's just comfortable. And then like our kids are with us, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we haven't been to a movie in a long
A
time.
long time.
I mean, the last time I remember I went to a movie, I watched Transformers. We were too early in Las Vegas to our hotel, and they wouldn't let us in early. So we were like, well, what do we do with our time? We're like, oh, let's go watch a movie.
Yeah.
So we literally went to the movie theaters, and I fell asleep in those big chairs. It was like I paid $20 to go take a nap. It was great. It was like I was like, yes, this is what we should do when we don't have a hotel. Go watch a movie so I could take my nap because I was tired. But yeah. Let me see. What else I know we were complaining about the hotel, but what else are we working on?
What's that?
Anything else we're gonna work on? We gotta do? I did. I wrote some notes down. I gotta go find my phone. Let me see. I'm gonna go grab my phone, you guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So while she's doing that, while she's grabbing her phone, there are a few things that I would like to talk to you guys about and just catch you guys up on a few things. If you guys have ever used these hooks right here, right? The ones with the 3M, uh, the 3M thing in the back, very solid. Usually, I would hang my hats on the wall. I would hang them up, right, to keep them clean, and so that way my kids would not grab my hats and ruin them. It's solid. I'm taking them off now, and there's no damage on the drywall at all. Because
Really?
the 3M tape, I am able to kind of pull off from the bottom, and the
Oh,
back part separates from it.
that's cool.
Yes. So I think for the most part, we're gonna finish up this, at least the inside of the house soon, by tomorrow, and then we decided not to rent a trailer this time around to bring our stuff because we are bringing two vehicles back. We have the SUV that we have to fill up, and then I also have my truck that we can use. Granted, what do we have? What else we have to pack? We got to pack two washers and dryers.
Yeah, it's a washer and dryer.
One washer and dryer. All right.
The front loader kind.
Yes. The dining table,
Mhm.
the dining chairs.
Those are the big things.
There's
I kind of want to
also
throw the chairs away. I just want to throw them outside.
yeah, maybe the computer, a sit stand desk. I also
Yeah,
have
the sit-stand desk.
an office chair, and
Mhm.
then the remaining lights that we have inside the house. Plus, we have like the Wi-Fi I need to pack, the
Yeah.
the
Our
some- a
gaming
few-
systems.
our gaming systems and consoles. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, we're gonna have to like figure out how we pack all this stuff so that it doesn't get jacked when we're going through the plane.
Yeah, correct.
You know, because there's that concern that they might like open up our boxes and take our stuff, and also that it might be too heavy because I think if you go over on it's either $50 or 50 pounds or 70 pounds for our luggage, and if it goes over that, then you have to pay like $100, and nobody's trying to do that. So yes, thank you for the support, guys. Breakdancer Kiyoshi saying that we're almost to 800. Yeah, and we've been working hard on it. You know, I think shorts is what really builds it gets you more views is the shorts, and that's kind of like where you get the audience. And then you know, we've just been trying to do some fun stuff with our friends and show you guys. We just recently were in San Diego, and we had a great time.
Yes.
So it was a good send off. It's really important to like connect with your friends right before you leave. You want to say bye to your family and everybody, and this week is all about our family and, you know, saying bye and connecting with our family. So we'll be stopping and seeing everybody who we can before we go.
Before you go on to the next topic, I just want to let you guys know that so far, using the Balikbayan boxes to send stuff home has been an amazing experience because we don't have to worry. We packed our house and took our time. We were able to kind of put things in a container and just to set things in perspective. Right now, currently, we went with two organizations with the Balikbayan box. One was locally, and we sent the first 5 boxes, and it cost us $400. $400 for 5 Balikbayan boxes.
Yeah, that's
Which is like $80. And these were the large ones, the normal size one, which is great. I thought that was like, man, that's very cheap. But then I found this other place after calling in, and our second one.
we had a lot of Balikbayan trouble.
Balikbayan box trouble. The second time where we sent 36 boxes was we cleared a little about $3,000.
It was $3,191.
So $3,190. And the guy gave us a very steep discount. Not just that, but he also gave us an additional 15 free boxes.
Oh yeah. Where we had to pay for boxes.
We had to pay for boxes before $7 each.
Yeah, it was very expensive.
$7.
It was $7.
Yeah, so it's either $7 or it was $5 each for those boxes.
I don't know how much we've spent, like just trying to move, but I'll tell you, we like Balikbayan just in general, minimum over $4,000.
Yes,
just trying to do the whole Balikbayan thing.
Right. So the third one, we just sent like 15 boxes, was about
Mhm.
$1,000,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit less. But this one had special boxes in it,
Yeah.
special
And we had to
large
insure some of
boxes.
the
It had to
stuff.
insure some of the stuff because of, yeah, electronics.
Yeah,
But
electronics.
but I'd rather, I wanted to send it with this guy. So we have about 15 more boxes that we can
Yeah.
go to. And the thing is, last time there was a steeper discount because the organization was
Oh, they had a deal
they
or
had a deal.
something.
Yes, they had a deal.
We made
For
it to them on the last day of the deal.
yes,
2 a.m. trying to like finish it up because I really want to push a video out that day. And sometimes it'll take me 2 or 3 days to finally like get my video like where I want it to be. But it's a lot of work, So it's a lot easier to just do a live. I'm like, let's do a live. Let's just talk to people. And it's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of like a chat room, like how we used to do chat in like back in the day when AOL started and stuff, and like you would get on the computer and just like chat with people. And it's kind of the same thing, but you have a video now. So that's really cool. And then all right, so I did want to talk about a few things. While we were driving, I heard a noise in the truck and I was like, what is that noise? And then it was like getting louder and louder. And my husband's like, oh, it's the wind. And I was like, I don't know. So then he had me get out and I had to like walk around and like inspect the car. And I found the source of the noise. And it was actually like, I guess we lost a few clips from like the plastic part of where the tire is. So every time we were driving, it was hitting the tire. And it just kept getting louder and louder. And I was like, okay, our car is gonna like fall apart. I was like, and like we were just talking about yesterday in our live about the car trouble, like the tires and this and that. And then it was just like one more thing. And so we're just trying to get to Philippines. And I mean, like we're riding our cars till the wheels fall off, But we were able to pull over and put in some zip ties to make it to stop making all that noise. So the rest of the drive was pretty quiet. Like it fixed the issue. It's temporary, okay? And then let's see, breakdancer Kiyoshi is really
What's up?
he's really cheering us on about our subs going up soon. Yeah, I have like no doubt in my mind that like as soon as we start showing parts of the Philippines, that people are going to really take off and enjoy our content. And then there have been some really like strong supporters. Like I know Sharmama, she's been watching all of our stuff and just like catching up on what our channel's been doing. And it really motivates me to continue making long form and like showing you guys like the different vacations that we're on, or like just like what our family's up to in different parts of the world, because it's a lot of fun. And then he's saying we should hire an editor so we can put out more videos. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we could hire an editor.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, you're not opposed to it? Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that because, when we go over there, if we find someone who is very good with computers,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, they'll definitely, they can edit our stuff.
Well,
right?
here's the thing. Okay, because I've watched a few like vloggers over in Philippines, and I feel like they all have the same editor because it makes that weird noise. Yeah, that laugh, and I'm just like, who is using these sound bites? Like, and it's always the same, like, and I'm just like, I don't want that in any of my videos, like none. So I feel like it's like all made by the same person or something.
I think the reason why they have that, like that little chirping noise that a dolphin would do, is because one of the main channels in Philippines, that's how they do their laughs, right? So
Yeah.
when something funny is supposed to happen, they do that in the background, which is kind of a signal that, oh, that's supposed to be a funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're like cricket, cricket, cricket a few hours later, and it shows like
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, there's just some stuff out there that I'm just like, I don't like. It's not my style. But yeah, I can edit pretty well. It just is just time consuming. Like I can't edit. I think now that we're not working, that I would be able to have more time to edit. But at the same time, like I hate to be like stuck at a computer, away from my family, like while they're enjoying, like watching the TV or they're playing or something. And I feel like I'm missing out on time with my family when I'm editing. So I just try to like do it in the evening time when everybody's asleep, and it just goes into a late night. So yeah, I mean there's pros and cons to it for sure. Let me see. So we were talking about should we take the should we rent a trailer? And I think at this point we should have, if we were gonna get a trailer, we should have gotten it from the desert, because then we could like drive this way and then drive back and like leave it there. But if we get a trailer here, we'd have to drive back here to drop it off. So it wasn't in our
It's not
budget.
feasible.
It didn't work out for us. Like we didn't plan it like that. So. And then Breakdancer Kiyoshi saying, hopefully you can hire someone. Yeah, maybe we will.
I think so. I think there's a lot of talent in the Philippines, and
Mm-hmm.
who has the time to basically edit. But my question
Yeah,
is,
and that's the job.
I have to find someone who I can trust.
Yeah, who's not gonna like take our content and like, I don't know, do other things with it. So who knows? Yeah, it's kind of like there's some kind of risk with that. Oh, so since we have retired, since we're no longer working, I have found that I sleep better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting way better sleep. I'm less stressed. And even though I know like we don't have a lot of time because our time is pressed and we're actually like we don't have time, but we're still like making time. Like I'm gonna sit here for an hour and talk on while my husband's still working and he's doing stuff. But I'm like, let's do it live. So we are finding time, and I'm sleeping better. I feel like I'm less stressed out. And then what we found out just recently is that the Philippines has lifted their COVID restrictions. So the only thing we have to do before we go is like 3 days prior is called like a e-access, some kind of e-pass. So we just got to go to the website and register our passports. And that's pretty much it. It's just like some kind of website that we got to do. So that's pretty exciting that we no longer have to wear masks. And I don't like wearing a mask in Philippines. It's like way too hot. I've been in the Philippines before, and I feel like I'm if I'm wearing a mask, I'm just kind of like claustrophobic with it, even though we wore a mask for the last 2 years or whatever. But I feel like it's just too hot, like all sweaty and stuff. But I'm sure it would be nice to like have your face covered. Because I like the fact that you can cover your face, but then you don't know what anybody looks like anymore either.
Nobody knows I have a beard.
Nobody knows you have a beard, and then he's walking around, he has a beard, and they're like, "Whoa, where did you get that? Like, when did you grow that out?" It was funny. Yeah, and then because we work in the hospital, then people were always like, my husband's always had clean cut because he was in the military. But then as soon as he retired, he started growing his hair out. And then everybody was like, whoa, you've got long hair. Like, when did you grow your hair out? It was pretty funny. So, and I love his long hair, and I love his beard. So I'm excited. I like how you look. So he's over there. He's still working on it. I don't know how many hats he had hanging up. He must have had like at least 30 hats. Mm-hmm. And you're just taking off
30 hats, and I had like
all your belts,
like 20 belts.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. Do you guys have any questions for us?
Oh, did we go over all the topics already?
I feel like all the topics. Like I was. Let me see. It's 111 degrees out where we're at. We're in the like Riverside County, Palm Springs area. and it's 111. Like anywhere we go, there's like free water because it's like so hot. They don't want anybody dying of heat exhaustion. And so like whenever I walk into the hotel or something, they are giving me a cold bottle of water. Typically, like you only get like 2 bottles of water your stay, but we're getting 2 bottles of water every time we walk into the lobby. It's too hot. Yeah, and then you don't want to leave anything in your car because it's just gonna melt. It's like it's that hot. Like in your car, it's even hotter.
Yeah.
Oh, Breakdancer wants to know, what will you eat when you get there? Get some fast food. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, if we see something that looks good, we'll probably stop in and eat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna eat food for sure. It's gonna be something good. I just recently went to did you see the one where we went to Jollibee? We were just at Jollibee. And he says no plastic water bottles. It has microplastics in them. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Breakdancer Kiyoshi, I do agree with you, but unfortunately, tap water in Philippines is not that clean, depending on where the source comes from. And I think that's probably why I get sick every time I go there. So
Yeah, the water. Oh
Mhm,
yeah, because we're
mhm.
always
yeah,
That's probably why we get sick.
that's probably. I mean, when we build our house, I would like to have
A filtration,
a filtration
Yeah.
system throughout the entire house,
even in the shower.
even in the shower, just to make sure that like the stuff that we cook, clean, and brush our teeth with,
Mhm.
conduct personal hygiene with, is sanitized.
Right. Yeah.
Plus, we're gonna have a whole bunch of people visiting from here in the United States. I think that was one of the big topics when we visited our friends was
Mhm.
like, hey, we want to go out there and visit you. And I kept telling them like, give us 2 years, give us a year and a half to build the house. Philippines, they build the house very slowly because it's all concrete.
Concrete. Yeah.
Here in the United States, you can put a house up and, because it's made out of wood. But there it takes a long time. So, but then again, it lasts longer. It's just, they have to do it right.
Yeah.
So, and in addition to that, I think a quarter or if not half of the year is rain season.
Mhm.
So you can't really do anything with concrete when it's raining and wet outside.
Right. And then, well, here's the other thing too. It's like, okay, so right now you have Ige, the storm, right?
Yeah, it's Storm
And
Igay. Yeah.
and I was watching the Armstrong family and how they're building their
Oh
house.
yeah. They do
And
have another channel.
they were saying how they had built at least like a foot up higher than normal, and they got water, all the way up through their garage.
Their first floor
on their
was
first
was
floor.
flooded. Their first floor
Yeah.
was flooded.
And I was just like, oh my God, like wherever we decide to put roots, I'm hoping like we got to build up.
Yes, definitely.
Like
And I
what-
think that would be a good one too, like building a house, showing it every day, the progress, like from beginning to end. Because I've seen some videos of people in Philippines showing their house built from the beginning all the way till it's
Mhm.
actually built.
And they've done some really great things
Some great
in their
things,
house.
in
Yeah.
their homes. But what we want to do is we want to bring in some Western style into the build.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For sure. And then we want to work with like a contractor. We want to work with someone who's going to help with the architecture, and yeah, we're definitely going to build a house there.
Right, but at the same time, we don't have a lot of money either. So the price has to be right. The house has to be built totally correct. But at the same time, I'm not opposed to doing it myself.
Yeah.
I am not opposed to doing things on my own.
I mean, I'm already like a wonderful painter. Like,
Yeah.
have you seen? Have you
She
seen how
did, she
great
did.
I painted this
So
house?
there's a lot of things that we did in this house, and as I look around, I'm like, oh man, I installed that, TV. Oh, I did that floor. Oh, we did that.
Yeah, we did the
we did
tile
that
on this
wall.
floor.
We did that wall.
Yeah.
Um,
We did drywall.
We did drywall. in
And
this
we have
house.
experience
Mhm.
putting in fans in the bathrooms.
I did some light fixtures. I also installed
Yeah.
a light in the attic.
He just
and so-
recently did the electricity over in the kitchen area.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
So I just hung up some new light fixtures. But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, and
I did.
our son picked it out.
Yeah, or some picked up the
Yeah,
light.
he won the rock paper
Yeah,
scissors
he
contest.
did.
We're like, who's gonna pick the light? And then like Himiko lost, and then it was like between me and Hiro, and I lost. So Hiro got to pick the light that went in the kitchen. It was
Yeah,
very cute.
it is. So breakdancer Kiyoshi says, "Will you get the reverse osmosis machine?"
I don't know.
I honestly, we'll see what they have in Philippines, and then we'll see what kind of brand they have in place and what's better and what everyone else is using, and whatever is available. I think that's what we're gonna go with.
I'm interested in solar.
Yeah. So we are gonna get solar when we go there. But at the same time, I want redundancy in electricity, especially that we're going to be using the internet a lot to
Mhm.
do some work on the internet.
Yeah, and then we were looking Starlink. Starlink is out there, so we might look to see like what's better if it's
Mhm.
Starlink or Globe or whatever they
Or-
have, Smart or whatever.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So some redundancy, solar power, and then a generator.
Mhm.
So we can have the generator. I don't want to. I don't want to be. I don't want to be stuck for 1 month without power. That's we're in. I think Philippines is modernized enough that we can have those amenities even in the storm.
Right. Yeah, you should be able to like be able to have a fan, so you're not like dying of heat.
Mm-hmm,
You know, because even though it's stormy, it's still hot. It's still very humid.
That's
Yeah.
true. So I think for the most part, that's it. What else is there? Anything else that you've learned within the last 24 hours about the move?
I mean, just that I thought I was gonna make it to the finish line and I didn't. Like
Yeah.
I definitely overshot my planning. If we had started packing these boxes way sooner and sending them sooner, it would have been better. But we were like so comfortable living in our house and
Mhm.
just like keeping all our stuff. And I can't tell you how many times we like drove down south and we could have taken way more.
Mm-hmm.
Like our first load, we didn't even fill it up. Like sure we filled up but we could have put way more.
Yes, we could have.
And like every time we come home, I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, why didn't we take that? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that one of the first things that went out the door was the plan.
The plan.
The plan was.
We had a lot of plans.
But good thing is that we're able to think on our feet and think critically on how to solve these problems. I was really stressed out when the first business that I wanted to go with for the balikbayan boxes did not want to help me out. I was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? We only have like a few weeks left before we go. Now all of a sudden the troubles come through. So
Yeah, and then we didn't have all our information right either because we thought we could only send 5 boxes a week, and
Mhm.
that's not
That's
the
not the
case at
case.
all.
Yeah, but that's what the organizations will tell you. They're like, oh, you can only send 5 boxes, or else they're going to
Customs is gonna
customs are
flag
gonna flag
you,
you, and
you're-
you're gonna get looked at. And I'm like,
But then
let's
I
do
was
some
like,
research.
well, who cares? Open our stuff. It's all our house.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the entire house.
okay, you know. And if I have to pay taxes on the stuff, oh, so be it. Like, I was just like, okay,
Mhm.
what are we? Why would we only send 5 at a time? Like,
Mhm.
we need our stuff sent.
Yes.
And if we don't send it, then we're just gonna let it rot in a storage here.
And we don't want to do that.
And that's not gonna be good either.
No, it's not beneficial for us right now while we're not here, and I don't
Mhm.
think it'll be beneficial for us when we come back. Like
Right, having to sort through
yeah,
it when we come back.
we have a lot of our large furnitures in the container, like our
Beds.
Tempur-Pedic beds,
Mhm.
our dressers and things
Yeah,
like
our
that.
big, nice, beautiful
Mhm.
dressers.
But I don't know if we're going to be using those when we come back.
Yeah,
You
who
know,
knows?
Who knows? I think it's a great idea that we have them, and hopefully they'll still be good. But after 5-7 years of those things being in there,
Mhm.
I would probably want new stuff. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Maybe one of these years when we come back, we
Mhm.
go and we clean out
The
our container.
Or we send it to Philippines.
That too. It's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
all packed
It's
up.
already
It's ready to
packed
go.
up. It's ready to go. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there are some things that we are thinking about. You know, we have to turn off all the subscriptions that we have.
Yeah, we still haven't done that.
we also need to change the registration in one of the vehicles since since we're returning them. And then so we're keeping our phones.
Yeah,
Uh,
I had to go into the because see, I had forgotten to get the title for our vehicle.
Oh, that's right.
And
We
so I
had
had
to
to
dig
go
through the
and
container.
dig through the container to find the title. And it was just like things that I, just kind of like slipped my mind. I was like, I think I need the title so we can sell this, so or give it away or whatever. And so that was something else kind of came up.
Yep.
Yeah. Now it's going to be the struggle of trying to pack everything for the flight because like I want to be able to take some things on the flight for our kids to have fun doing. They want to take all their stuff and it's just we're going to have to like really narrow it down to a few items.
Yeah, and then the thing is, too, the maximum that each check-in bag that goes underneath the plane can't be no more than 70 pounds. So I have to go to the store maybe tomorrow, buy a scale, and then
Yeah, they have those like
weigh
little hand scales that you can like kind of lift up.
and weigh all our luggage.
And I think we decided we were going to take because we have luggage bags, but I feel like we can put more in a Balik Bayan box. And so we've decided that we're going to get 2 Balik Bayan boxes as our under the cargo.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to figure out how to pack that
How
one.
to pack them properly, yes.
So there's still more to do.
I'm worried though because there's some electronics that I want to pack in these boxes, like monitors for our work, our office, and then we have the consoles that we want to take. I just don't want them to get open and get the stuff stolen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean we've seen it.
Yes, YouTube
has showed us that people have lost their stuff.
I'm sure it happens quite often and more often than what we see, because the only reason why it was brought up in the first place was because it was a YouTube person who decided to record the entire thing. Well, what about everyone else in the thousands and thousands of people that go through there and they never record?
Right.
Unfortunately, they don't find out that their stuff was stolen until they get to their house. So I have to figure out how to pack our luggage appropriately so that way people can't open our luggage and take the stuff that we want to take home with us.
Yeah, there's a risk.
There's definitely a risk involved. So
yeah, there's even a risk involved with like sending our stuff Balik Bayan because like what if it never makes it to us?
Makes it and we just spend all that money. So would you say so far that's 36 plus 15?
I'd say like just trying to move in general, $6,000 easy.
Yeah. So 36 plus 15, that's what? 51?
Yeah.
So 51 plus 5, that's 56. So 56 boxes sent so far, and then like it's a little bit over $4,000.
And then how many times did we rent the trailer?
We rented that trailer 4 times already.
And then how much did we spend on paint and all the shipping stuff? Like
it's still a lot of it's still a lot less than what we got quoted for painting the inside and outside.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it was like $20,000 just so you can paint your house.
No,
crazy.
We're gonna do it on our own. So we saved some money, so that way we can buy some stuff when we get there. And my mom is very excited. She's like, "Hey, well, yes, we'll go." My brother too is making some moves right now, and I think your family's pretty excited too, right?
Yeah, my family's super supportive. My family's always been super supportive of like whatever it is I want to do. If I want to move somewhere, nobody's trying to hold me down, so it's nice.
Yeah,
we're like, okay, yeah, have fun with that. Yeah, blessings your way, and yeah, our anniversary is coming up.
Yeah, our 20-year anniversary.
20 years
around the corner.
Okay, so look, we've been saying, we've been together 20 years. So officially married 20 years, but we've been together for 22.
22 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's coming up. I'm excited.
It is coming
what are you gonna do for us?
I bought you a ticket to another country. Isn't that very romantic?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
romantic
It's
for
very
sure.
romantic.
I look forward
Yes.
to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sleepless nights.
With the crickets and the lizards and the
cricket. I look forward to the roosters waking me up in the morning. Honestly,
I look
That's
forward
what
to
it-
the pandesal, the guys going,
Babut, babut,
"Babut,
babut,
babut,"
babut.
and right to your door
Yeah.
with a little bit of peanut butter. Perfect breakfast.
Peanut butter. You put peanut butter in that?
I put peanut butter on my pandesal.
No, I guess.
All right, guys. Well, it's been an hour. We appreciate you guys coming through, and we'll see you on the next one. We're probably gonna do another one. What, tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, so we're gonna finish up.
We'll let you know what happened. with this
Actually,
place.
you want to walk everyone around?
Oh, yeah, you
the
guys wanna-
country?
We only have one person in there, but do you guys want to see what our house looks like
Yeah,
right now?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
okay.
You walk around,
Let's see.
and I'm gonna continue.
Okay, well, here is our bedroom. And we're going to take this down. We still have to wash it. And then we'll probably put it back up. This is our bed. This is where we're going to sleep. And let me see. I still need to paint this room that we're in. There's a bathroom over there, but we don't need to go that way. This room is done, and there's no light, but that's all like painting stuff on the floor that I need to put away. And what I learned is like we bought so much stuff for painting and we didn't even use it all. We only really used like rollers, paint brushes, and then we didn't even use all this other stuff that's like a waste of money, but that's fine. And then this is our room. This is my office. And so I usually, it's a sit-to-stand desk. My husband actually made it for me. And he just bought like the mechanics, and then we put an old table on there, and so that's that. And then we're probably gonna throw this away, this sofa, and then this whole room is already painted, but we got to refix the doors because the doors are falling off. And in here, this is like our hallway. It's empty at this point. We just got some trash and some paint. And then here's one of our bathrooms. Let's see. This bathroom, I need to put that curtain back up, and then fix this little piece here. This sink has a leak and I need to get that sink redone. But other than that, this bathroom's ready to go. And then this is like stuff we're still trying to put away. And we're going to put all this in storage. And we've got boxes still. See, we still have boxes of clothes. We're still kind of like, I didn't have any clothes, so I'm wearing the same thing I did yesterday. But once I'm done like packing tonight, I'll take a shower and I'll dig through these boxes for some clothes. And this is just like more stuff. Our kitchen's ready to go. Our kitchen is like good, but I need to wash dishes. And then I don't know what I'm going to do, but all this stuff is empty up here. And then let's see. And then this is one of the living room spaces. It's like a family room. And this is all done, but I need to put the rod up, and then these are the curtains, and they cover that up. So right now everybody can kind of like see into our house that it's kind of empty, but that's okay. And then the garage is a mess. Oh, we're going in. There's noise because of the washing machine. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah. Do you think we can get all this done tonight? I don't know. But I really want to be done here. I don't want to be having to come back and forth, especially with like how long the drive was today. The drive was really, really long. So, all right. Well, we're here to say bye. You guys have a good night.
Good night, guys.
Thanks
Have a
for
good one.
stopping in.
See you guys tomorrow.
Okay, bye.